Welcome to the Goofy Guy Podcast, an honest but not so serious look at Disney.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Goofy Guy Podcast.
Yay, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yes, and yes, you're actually looking at us this time. We have
Hello,
video
hey.
going on. We're trying. So if you're listening to this on podcast land, this may end up on YouTube. We don't know yet. We're going to see. And I may have cut that all out and nobody will ever hear that I said that.
You never
never know.
know. I just got to keep it clean with all my hand gestures.
I know. Well, no, you don't really have to. It's okay.
I don't. I felt like I needed to say it out loud.
Yeah. I understand. I get it. So I'm Jim Spangler, the Goofy Guy, your host, and that other beautiful face on the screen is my dear friend, Ms. Julie Flaherty.
Hey, everybody. How are ya? Hi, Jim. How are you today?
I'm good.
Are you?
Yeah. We're trying this video thing. We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. There was a lot of swearing beforehand. We may or may not know what we're doing. It's typical for us, right? This is typical for us. We think we know what we're doing, and then we hit record, and we're like, nope, that didn't work. Let's try another button.
People
Cat
don't know
on piano, please.
That is so true. People
I
don't
know.
realize that you're not
I know.
joking.
We're like so confident, and then we hit record, and we're like, nope.
Not. Well, let me get my drink here.
Yeah, right. And it's like, it's water to your knowledge. Yeah.
Nudge, wink, wink.
Right. I gotta get my water in every day, y'all.
Yeah. Gotta get my drinks in.
Right.
in.
Drinks. That's what we're calling.
Drink. I'm sorry.
Everybody drink. No.
Yeah. So sorry. So this is episode number 60 of the Goofy Guy Podcast.
Can you believe it?
I know. It's awesome.
Every time.
I know. We're surprised every time. I think we're surprised that it's still going. I don't think it's that we're surprised at the number that we're at. I think it's surprised that we've committed and have done this much so far.
True story, right? Follow through is everything. And one thing sometimes I'm not on is the follow through. And yet, here we are.
Yeah. I really think that's it. I think that's the problem. Anyway, Neither here nor there. Doesn't matter. So everything good?
Life is good for you? Life is good for you?
Yeah, life is good. You can actually see the Goofy Guy studio.
Yes.
In the background. You can
and
see
all
my
of the things. I
little
see all your,
So I just ordered some more totchkes.
That's what you needed. That's exactly what you needed. Where are they going to go? Like over your head? Where are you going?
It's so true because what people can't see is that all up in here I've got stuff too. So
I know. And little do they know out there that that corner is the safest corner to be in your basement. So it's like all I keep thinking is seriously, where's he putting it?
I left the bathroom door open. Oh wow.
Nice. That's just in case we need to go, we know where it is.
I need to run, you never know.
Oh, excuse me, I got to go to Jim's house for a second.
Oh my God, we're already starting off classic episode already. Oh,
right.
Goodness. This is what happens when you can see.
Like we've been doing this before, right? I know. This is why normally there's no video.
That's right. That's exactly right. This is why we don't do video. Anyway, hey, your studio looks lovely. You redid your back wall. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I redid the back wall a little bit just to put some of my stuff up. Look, isn't that cute?
It's really cute. I really like it.
Really cute.
Yeah, I mean,
like that. It's almost like I had a camera person, but I don't. Yeah.
It's almost like I didn't pick up my computer, but I did.
I didn't pick it up. I moved the thing, but thanks for telling my story. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I redid because, well, all this stuff, I knew we were going to video for the first time, right?
Yeah.
And quite honestly, a lot of this stuff was to my left. So you're right, my left. And it was all like jammed together, like a shot thing. So I wanted to be able to see it when we recorded.
Absolutely.
And it forced me to dust. So
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Dusting
yeah,
is when you're doing a video, dusting is important.
it is because the last thing I need is somebody going, "Hey, Julie, have you dusted ever?"
My
Yeah,
God, please,
like
nobody look that closely at my studio.
ask him. Go ahead, ask him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I
yeah.
don't even know
Don't
when
ask him.
I
Don't
don't
ask
know when the
him.
last time this place was dusted. Oh, I'm a little scared of that.
Yeah, yeah. You might
Anyway,
have new tchotchkes up there. You just don't
I,
know.
speaking of tchotchkes, that's where this all came from, right?
Yeah.
So I got to do tchotchkes because I came across some Funko Pops 90th Mickey's 90th anniversary, and what they did was they did a whole series of like Steamboat Willie and
Yeah.
the Jack and the Beanstalk and the band
Yep.
concert, and so I got like 4 or 5 of those for
Nice.
good price. I was like,
Nice.
nice. So those are
I
going to be
saw,
those will
yeah, I
appear.
saw Steamboat Willie Funko. He's very cute. And I've seen Jack and the Beanstalk, also cute.
Also cute,
Yeah.
also cute, and band concert. The band concert's my favorite Mickey. That's
Mhm.
my favorite Mickey.
Yeah.
And I mean, Fantasia is just classic. You just have to have
Right.
Fantasia,
You
right?
have to. Yeah.
So I'm excited to get those in. They're all coming from different places, and you know, who
And
knows
the
when.
race is on. Who comes in first, right?
That's exactly right. Who knows where it's gonna happen? Don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so why don't we talk about Disney? That's what we're here for, right? To
Are
talk
we
about
here for that? Oh yeah.
think. I
I think
think
I think that's the whole idea of the
I think
show.
that's the
I'm
idea.
pretty
I
sure
think
that's the idea.
and the
We
first
get
thing
lost sometimes.
exactly, I know we get lost a lot of times, not sometimes, a lot of times. So the first thing I want to do is I want to share a list from a listener of the songs, their top 5 songs, because
Right.
this list is really interesting.
Okay.
It has a few that are like everybody knows, and then 2 that I literally had to look up. I was like, I have no idea
You
what
said
that
that
even is.
last time, and that's intriguing. If you had to look it up, let's hope
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it. Let's hope I
yeah.
know them. Bring it on. Let's see.
So this is from a Mr. Jim Hensley. Very, very kind man who I like very much. He's a very fun guy.
Nice.
And so he's got, oh goodness, let me find, there it is. He's got When You Wish Upon a Star and
Right.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He
Right.
also has on his
From the
list,
movie, not the play, right?
that is correct. Yeah, his are from the movies. That is right. And he also has Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, which is a good choice. Really good. And then he has uh, Fortuosity from The Happiest Millionaire.
Oh, wow.
I know. I know.
Nice.
I know. And then he's got Annette Funicello and the Beach Boys with The Monkey's Uncle.
Oh, wow. Throwback Monkey's Uncle.
Look at
Wow.
those. I mean,
That's really cool. Yeah.
so cool. I was like, that's
a
a
great
great.
list. Yeah. I'm going to have to find Monkey's Uncle now.
I'll put a link. Yeah, exactly. I'll put a link in the they're both on YouTube. I'll put a link on in the show notes to both of those so that people can hear them and
Yeah,
check
that'd
them
be
out.
great.
It
Yeah,
was
and Monkey's Uncle gets stuck in your head. It
oh,
will. It's a great
totally.
earworm. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a great earworm, and it's so fun to see that 1960s vibe, beach
yeah.
vibe happening because it's actually the title song of the movie, and
Yep.
got all of the the title sequence going on while they're dancing and singing, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good one. It's a good one. And then Fortuosity, he says he puts Fortuosity is what makes him happy. He just plays it because it brightens him. Like there's always good fortune coming, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a
So,
great list.
yeah, isn't that a good list? Now, I was going to have a list from somebody named Marty, I think.
Oh no, were you?
Yeah, and it never
It never appeared.
appeared.
Well,
He said
I
you're
would
welcome,
just
but that
say
was it.
sometimes. Oh well, you're welcome gets sung a lot around here. A
Yeah,
lot. I happen to know this Marty, and unfortunately, he's just been really full of work lately, full of a lot of things,
it
mostly work.
happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
So I'm sure he'll get it to us eventually, but I haven't heard anything but you're welcome either. So that should tell you something, 'cause
That's right.
I haven't even heard it.
There you go.
I haven't gotten the list either. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we usually don't. So that's a really great list. Thanks. And anybody else that wants to share a list of their top 5 Disney songs, we
Yes.
will read them. We'll absolutely read
Yeah.
them. So thank you, Jim Hensley, for sending
Thanks,
that my
Jim.
way. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Um, so uh, something interesting. We usually don't talk about news on these
I know,
episodes,
but I know where you're going. Yeah, yeah.
but we need to talk about a piece of news. So there was a big storm in Orlando,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Big old storm. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen a video of it, but there was a huge lightning strike in Galaxy's Edge. And it wasn't just in Galaxy's Edge, it was on Rise of the Resistance. Huge lightning.
Yeah. See,
Like,
I thought it was near, and I rewatched it. No.
no, it hit directly. It hit
Yeah.
directly. So much
Yeah.
so that the ride was not it was not open the next day.
No. No.
So I don't know if
Muppet
they opened.
3D was also closed.
Was it?
Yeah, and it may still, and I don't know, somebody correct me, it may still be closed, but it was also closed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So everybody was safe. There was no real big damage, but I'm guessing with all those computers that lightning strike blew them out.
yeah, that's my guess as well.
That's going to be an
Yeah.
expensive fix.
Yeah, yeah, they just got that ride running really well. And all the technicians are like, I need to be just done. Like, what just happened? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not laughing because of the lightning strike. I'm laughing because of their reaction. Your reaction is
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, they are. Every technician out there is like, please, what is happening? Yeah, yeah. For months it sat. Nobody did a thing. And now you're doing it.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my God. So I think they need to rethink their lightning rod situation.
Yeah.
I think they need to rethink that because that sounds like that is just a huge lightning rod.
Good to know.
Great
Yeah.
big lightning.
Wear your shoes that have grounding. A lot of rubber on your
A lot of
shoes.
rubber on your shoes.
Yeah.
That's right. If there's
Especially in the rain and thunder. Yeah.
if there's thunder, just don't get on that ride. Just don't get on it.
I'm out. Yeah. As soon as I hear it and those little hairs start to stand up, you're like, checking out. I'll be back later.
I can smell it.
Maybe we'll go get a turkey leg now. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's time to take some shelter.
Bar or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't help but bring that up because it just struck me as just ironic that's what it
struck
hit.
you. It struck you.
Oh, see what I did there? See, I didn't even know I did that. I'm that good.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I wish I was that good. I wish I was that fast. So anyway, it is ironic that's the ride that got hit.
Yeah.
Everything in Disney that could get hit that probably would survive better than that ride, the most sensitive ride in the parks.
And the one literally they just got to totally sync and do everything just right.
Right. Exactly. Ugh.
Dang it. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. So anyway, that's the only piece of news I really wanted to share. There are some other news.
The other stuff could wait.
The other stuff can wait. There's not. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
And I knew that had to either. I didn't realize it had hit it until you said, roll the footage again. But I looked at it again. Yeah, look a little closer. Because several people had sent me footage, and when I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, it's close. And I'm like, oh, it was more than close. It was like, oh yeah. I just can't imagine. Can you imagine being on the ride when that happened? Like, talk about a reverberation, right?
I can't even. I know, because you know how loud that is anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, when lightning strikes that close, it is ear shattering. Like, it's ear shattering. So to have it like be in that big, huge aluminum box.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Once again, every one of the technicians there have been crying, clearly, and we should probably have a moment of silence for their sanity because
you're probably right.
A lot of words are happening, and none of them are probably nice.
They're not really Disney friendly. They're
Mm-mm.
not Disney friendly.
No.
And like I said, I didn't check to see if it was up and running today, but it would not surprise me if it was not.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
I don't think it is, but if you're out there, tell me otherwise, but
Yeah, let
I
us
don't think
know,
it is.
please. Let us know.
Yeah,
Because as of Wednesday evening, we
right.
don't think it's running, but oh, so sad. So sad. So this week, our topic this week actually
Yes.
is not Disney. We're going to talk about something different.
Okay.
You're looking at me like, yeah, what could it
Yeah.
possibly be? So we always talk about Disney and we always talk about Disney things because it's basically a Disney podcast. But I think in this,
Is
yeah,
that what we are?
it
Oh,
is.
it's good to know. I'm
Yeah,
glad. I should read the about section.
it's true. And maybe I should read the about section. I wrote
Maybe
it.
eventually I should read the about
Yeah,
section.
yeah, exactly. Maybe I should
Do
look
we
and
have an about section?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure I do somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm
On the website. On
on
the
the
website.
website, I
Yeah.
know I have.
Yeah.
I know I have one
Yeah.
on the website. So anyway, but I wanted to talk about a couple of other things because there is
Yeah.
more that happens in Orlando than Disney. I know that's hard for some people to accept and believe,
It's true.
but
It's true. But sometimes we talk about other things briefly.
yeah. And so I just wanted to bring it up just because I find it interesting in these difficult times, just to talk about what's actually going on and what are different organizations doing, how are they doing it, and what's available. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we are a travel podcast, really,
Right.
at heart.
Right.
We are a travel podcast. So I thought, let's talk about something other than Disney. We talk about Disney all the time, and so let's just take a little detour down the road a little bit.
Okay.
Not very far, but as everybody knows, down the road is Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure.
Yes.
One of the reasons I brought this up is because a couple of weeks ago we talked about the people's voting Magic Kingdom as the top theme park. And Island of Adventure has been that park for years.
Years. Yeah.
And so it was a big coup for Disney to have the Magic Kingdom get that again. Which really, to be honest with you, I was kind of surprised because they haven't done anything really new in that park. So it was a little surprising, and in a good way. In a good way, I was happy to see that because I am a Disney fan. But
No.
Universal Studios and Island of Adventure. So for those of you that don't know, Universal Studios opened right after Hollywood Studios, and there's stories that Eisner was like, once he heard that Universal Studios was building a park, he was like, well, we have to build a movie park first, and we have to get it blah blah blah, right? And that's why they built Hollywood Studios, and that's why also it had so few attractions and was so underdeveloped because they wanted to get theirs open first. Yeah, they rushed it through, which they did get it open first. That did happen. But truth be known, at that time, Universal Studios was probably the better park as far as just a park goes. Now I was there during that time, and I'll be honest with you, I was never a huge Universal Studios fan. I felt like it was not kept as clean. I felt like the people were not as nice. That is not true anymore. They have raised their game way up. The cast, they don't call them casts. I don't know exactly what the crew, I don't know what they call them.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but are so great. They're so nice and want to help you and help you have a great experience. The attractions, the park itself is kept so clean now. They've really upped that game. They've got a lot more trash cans than they used to have. And really they have some great attractions at that park. They always have a great 3D attraction going on. I remember when I went there the first time I rode, it was Back to the Future. Crazy.
Yeah, that was a great ride. Yeah.
Great ride. It was like Flight of Passage, right? Because they put you in a car and there was a huge dome screen in front of you, and the garage door opened and you like flew out into this dome screen, and there were cars all around you doing the same thing, doing motion simulation to it. So very much so kind of the birth of that kind of a ride, because it was also before Soaring went up.
Yeah.
Right. So Soarin' wasn't a glint in anybody's eye at this point. So great ride. I loved it so much. They had E.T., they had Jaws,
Hmm.
they had a Flintstones like 3D thing
I
going
love
on.
the Flintstones one. Yeah.
Yeah. They had all sorts of stuff happening. And it's really, even today, it's a great park.
It really is.
It's grown, and they now have Diagon Alley, which
Yeah,
I love. Diagon
I do
Alley.
too.
Oh my God, it is so good. And the sister park to that is Island of Adventure, which they opened later.
Yes.
Was their second park, and it's a great park, and it was a great park from the beginning. They really got it right. They really started to play with the immersion idea. They didn't go
Mhm.
all in like they did when they built Hogsmeade, but they really were playing with it. You could see the direction they were going,
Yes.
and you could also see that they were really trying to challenge Disney, right?
Yeah.
And so I really like those parks. I think they're great parks. I go and get the 1-day 2-park ticket because I
Hmm.
like to do the Harry Potter stuff,
Right.
right? And I want to take that train back and forth
Hmm.
because that is so cool,
Yeah.
right?
That's one of my favorite rides, oddly.
The train.
The train. I just think it's
Yeah,
such a great immersion ride.
yeah,
And for somebody who like all my kids range in age, right? So I've got a 10-year gap in between my kids, for those that don't know or care. But I have a 10-year gap in my children, right? So we've done Harry Potter twice, right? So I had the first original go through, and then the second phase came through and loved it just the same. Well, I didn't get past book 3 when reading it because I'd already done it. I'm gonna do it again.
yeah.
So the second round uh was when the movies started showing on TV all the time. Like they're always on somewhere.
Yeah,
So I would just
they
watch
are.
the movies a lot, right? So I'd watch the
Yeah,
movies a lot. So I'm not a freak like my kids are, but I still get that same little kid feeling when I go into the a Harry Potter world, the lands, and
yes.
the train is always my favorite part, right?
Oh, it's so
I
cool.
I feel like I'm getting to go experience it in a whole different way, and it just sets me in such a great place. Yeah.
It's amazing. It is truly amazing.
Hmm.
And so and you're right as far as immersion. I mean, they got that Hogwarts Express perfect.
They
Like
really did.
you walk in like you are on the Hogwarts Express, down to the fabric on the seats.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
so brilliant, and I'm not going to spoil it for everybody.
No.
But if you get a chance to get on that thing, you need to go both ways because
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
different.
It's
It's a
different.
different. It's
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
each way. So it is so good. Everybody really needs to check that out because
And
it's just good.
another recommendation while you're there is stand in line for Ollivander's Experience, not just go into the shop. And
Yes.
we were there on the hottest day I think ever known to man. And we stood in line because it was the first season it was open, and we stood in line for the Ollivander Experience for our youngest daughter, who is a Harry Potter freak and can quote the book to you, all of them, and the books. And so by hour 3, I thought we were going to walk away because there were hot people in line, and there was a meltdown about to happen. And normally that would be me, but no, that was the hubby this time. He was
Oh,
done. He was
yeah.
done standing in the heat and all the cranky kids and all
Oh,
that. We took a bathroom break, came back, and we were the next people to go into the store. And during this experience, there's only 10 people at a time in there.
right.
And they line you, it's a tiny place, and they line you up front to back, like you're standing literally behind the child, right?
Yep.
So all the kids are in the front, or the short people, but all the kids are in the front, short people. And
Right.
then the taller people are in the back. And they picked my daughter to go
Oh,
to the experience because
wow.
they picked one person. They
Yeah.
picked the gal standing next to us, and she refused to go. And Ollivander came over and said, "How about you? Are you brave enough?" And she was like, "Well, yeah." Well, yeah. And I could see her. She was visibly shaking. She was so excited. But it
Yeah.
is hands down one of her favorite childhood experiences. So
Oh, it
totally
is
worth
so
it.
cool.
Yeah.
It is totally
Yeah.
worth it. Even if your child has not chosen to do it and you're just there
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah, it was
it's a
so
great thing.
cool.
And in Diagon Alley, they have another one in Diagon Alley, and you don't have to wait as long in line
Right.
there might be multiple.
Right.
It
Right.
might
Yeah.
be. So it is really a great experience. And um, there are two amazing rides in that world. Forbidden Journey, I think, is maybe the best ride out there.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
mean, and
cool.
I've not ridden Rise of the Resistance. So everybody, let me put a caveat on that. I've not
Yeah.
ridden
Put
the
your
new
thumbs
ride at
away. He
Disney.
hasn't written it
Yep,
yet.
I haven't ridden it yet. So I don't know about it yet. I know
Yeah.
what people are saying about it, but I have not personally experienced it.
Yeah.
And I love Flight of Passage. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Flight of Passage is immersive and makes me cry and makes me laugh and it's breathtaking. But the Forbidden Journey for a thrill ride is second to none. I mean,
Yeah.
it is crazy. So that's great. And then you've got Gringotts at
Mhm.
Diagon Alley. And Gringotts, I don't think Gringotts is as good as Forbidden Journey.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a good ride, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's as good. And I have not ridden the new roller coaster yet,
Yeah, I
so
haven't either.
because I haven't been there since it's been open. So
Yeah.
it
And
opened
I haven't been there since
right after.
Gringotts opened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gringotts is a great ride, great storytelling in it, great
Yeah.
storytelling. But as far as a thrill ride, I'm not sure it's a thrill ride. Right? It's a
Oh.
great storytelling coaster ride, but it's not like Forbidden Journey.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I rode the Forbidden Journey with my older daughter. I rode it 3 times in a row, and that was it. I told her you can ride it as many times as you want. But I don't get
That's
motion
the
sick.
spinny one, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I don't get
I
motion
have a
sick.
funny story on that one.
But I
Yeah.
was like, I can't do that one again. But
Yeah.
so great. But the point is, great stuff,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
Universal Studios is a great place. You know, I haven't been to the new water park yet. I
Yeah.
would like to go to it. I need to lose a few pounds before they'll probably even let me on the ride. But that being said,
I'm pretty sure you're fine. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm 90% sure. Fine. Yeah.
90%. But there is that 10. There's that 10%.
I think you weigh less than I do, so you're fine. So
I
you're
don't.
good.
I don't
Yeah.
know that. I don't know.
Anyway.
So
Anyway.
um now you've totally thrown me off.
Shocking! I've thrown him off, everybody.
I know. I know.
I have a funny story about Forbidden. What's the name of it again? Forbidden Journey. We call it the spinny ride at our house, and here's why. Our youngest son, he's blind and deaf on one side, right? So he's when we go to amusement parks and he hears there's a ride that's spinny, he's like, I'm gonna check the map and I'm gonna make sure we don't go to that one. Okay. So we get out of the gate first thing and we're going and he's got the map and he's sure of himself. And I'm like, you got the map. I'm not even looking, dude. It's all on you. And we get there and we're going through the line and there's just nobody because the park had just opened. Focused. Okay. And he just takes us in and we go in and we start to sit down. I mean, they were like, go, 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 go. And we sit down and we're in the middle of the row.
They're benches.
No escape.
Benches of 4. Yeah, benches of 4.
Yeah, they're benches.
Yeah.
And they lock us in. And I turned to him because he's right here. And I went, you know, you guided us to the wrong ride, right? His turns all white. And he's like, oh, God, oh, God. Now what do I do? I was like, you close your eyes or you stare at your feet. Those are your only options, dude.
That's right.
I'm like, so we get they take the picture, right? We've talked about this before. I never take a good picture. It's fine. So the picture looks like he's like this. Like, for God's sake, don't open your eyes. My hand is blue. because he's squeezing it. That's the only thing he can reach is my hand. And I'm like this. Our youngest daughter's like this. Ding.
Oh, ding.
And Marty's like,
sparkle. Sparkle. Yeah.
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 I was
Yeah.
like, two morons are having fun and the two of us are dying. Yeah, great.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
And then he was like, I'm never riding that again. I said, then don't be in charge of the map, buddy.
Yeah.
Give somebody else a map.
That's
Yeah.
right. Know where you're going. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's a reason they put pictures on there.
That's right. That's exactly right. And all the
Yeah.
warnings. All the warnings.
All of
So,
them.
all
Yeah.
of them. Every single one of them. So that's great. So Universal Studios Island of Adventure, definitely worth the time
Yes.
to leave the parks. And it's not that expensive. If you grab an Uber
No.
or a Lyft, it's not that expensive to get there.
No,
It doesn't
not
take
at
very long. It's literally just right down the road. And those Uber and Lyft people take that trip all the time.
Yeah,
All
they
the
know where
time.
they're going and they want to get you there because they want you to have as much time at the park as possible.
That's right.
Period. The end. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they are great, and so it's really easy. Don't be scared of making that jump. Now, you will not get any Disney transportation there. So if you think you're getting in a minivan and going there, you're not.
They'll be like, I'm sorry, you want to go where? That place does not exist on my
I
map.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's like talking to the princesses about other princesses. I don't know what you're discussing. I
Yeah.
don't know what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Right.
So just know that is definitely worth the journey.
It is. And it's worth a full day. Take a full day. Yeah.
easy,
A full day.
You can really
Yeah.
take 2 days there. You really
You can, but if you have one, you're not going to feel like you're dying, right?
That's
The
right.
2 days is because if you want to go do all of the Harry Potter and then do everything else, right?
That's right.
So
That's
when we go, we're focused because I'm with that girl she only sees Harry Potter.
Right,
That's
right.
it.
And it is
So-
really impressive. I've got to tell you, Diagon Alley is so impressive.
It's gorgeous.
So
It's
impressive.
just stunningly gorgeous. You're walking onto a movie set and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it is just breathtaking. So that's
What's
great.
What's your stance on butterbeer?
I love butterbeer.
I love it too. And
I love
there's a
butterbeer.
pro and a con. There are people who love it.
I love
There's
it.
not
As a
a
matter of fact,
halfway.
I
Yeah.
have been trying to get that butterscotch flavored root beer.
Yeah.
You can see it. I know who makes it, but you can't get it. You literally can't find it.
No.
It is killing me because I love butterbeer. I love
Yeah.
butterbeer. I like
Yeah, you
butterbeer
know-
a lot better than Gaston's, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, that's
He
swill.
does.
Oh, I said that out loud.
You did say that out loud. It's not swill. I don't mind it. I mean, it's apple juice, right? It's frozen apple juice with that marshmallow s'more burnt.
That's what gets me. It's the
Yeah, I agree. That's not the greatest. That's not the greatest. And it's
Especially
not-
once it warms up.
Yeah, and it's not nearly as good as butterbeer. When
No,
they
it's
do
not.
butterbeer, they really got that right.
Yes, they did.
really got it right.
They really
And
did.
you can get
You
it
know,
cold, you can get it
Yep.
warm, you can get it in ice cream, you can get it. It's so
You can
good.
put some rum in it. It
Yeah,
works
it's
really.
so-
Allegedly,
yeah,
you can put
I was
rum
about
in
to
it.
say that might have come from my flask, but wait, did I say that? Oh, oops. Yeah,
It's like this is water.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, so there is a that coffee high water. That coffee company that has the green mermaid, you know that one. They don't sponsor us, so I'm not going to say their name.
I
But
do
if
know
you
what you're
go
talking
there,
about.
there is, and if you don't know who we're talking about,
They're
you
everywhere.
can ask me privately. Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they are. They're everywhere.
They're literally
So,
everywhere.
there is a secret, and there's, people say this all the time, but this is true because I had a girl that worked there, that same girl that's nuts about Harry Potter. There is a secret menu item, and it's called the butterbeer.
No, there is not.
Yes, there is.
Oh,
Yeah, it has a ton of sugar in it and a lot
Oh,
of pumps of a lot of things.
I'm
But it is so super yummy. It's one of those where I'm like, hey, I'll have one of those. And then I think about it because I said it out loud and I'm like, I am not sleeping for 10 days.
and not from the caffeine.
No, no, all the sugar. Jacked up,
That's
man.
right.
I'm jacked
Right.
up. Yeah.
So think about it. So what does caffeine do? Caffeine actually releases sugar from your body, right,
Yeah.
for energy. That's what it
Yeah.
does. And then you're drinking all of that sugar on top of it. I just can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I'm getting the shakes now just thinking about
Well,
it.
and Jim knows this about me. I love coffee. I drink coffee all day long. And if I go to that place that has the green logo and the mermaid, I get a triple venti whatever. Like I'm like, just pour all your
All
coffee in it. I will take it all.
give me
I've been known to get
the big
quads,
potato.
which is like, yeah, all the shots. Just give me all of it. Yeah. Just
All
tap
the
a vein, something. And they're
It's
always
so
like,
true. All of
are
the
you
adults that
okay?
think that she's for those of you that think that she's kidding, she's not.
I'm not. I'm not kidding at all. No. Yeah. Yeah. One of the worst things that company did was hire my daughter because then I went there all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All
Yeah.
the
And
time. Yeah.
they're always giving away free coffee to their employees too. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how you drink a pound of coffee a week.
It's crazy.
And
Yeah.
I drink a
Yeah.
lot of coffee,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
I can't put that much coffee away. That's a ton
No.
of coffee.
I was sad because then I had to go buy coffee when she stopped working there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But anyway, so there is a butterbeer secret menu item, and if you Google that, you will find out what it is, and you can go request it and just show it to them on your phone. Say, hey, here it is, make that, and they will.
Oh, I am scared of that. I am scared of that.
I
I
know.
am just going to
No.
get that in a tall because that's all the
Maybe
sugar.
one of the what is it, the little grandes, the
They're,
little ones,
yeah,
the
I was
little
gonna say
baby ones.
they're the
Yeah.
not the minis. It's tiny. I think they call it the tiny
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to
I
get the
call it the
small.
starter coffee.
Yeah,
It's like a training bra. You get the training coffee. It's
that's
the
right.
little
I
shot size. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I could not take all that sugar. That would just put me through
No.
the roof.
Oh,
But
I would pay to see that. I
yeah,
would.
it would. I probably would. But but it would be worth it just to try it.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
So enough about that. Enough about
So,
the Green
okay.
Mermaid.
Yes, no,
Mermaid. So the other place that I think is worth mentioning
yes,
is even closer to Disney.
it is.
Is SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Now, before people start, put your thumbs away, everybody. I know about the whales. I know
Dear
what
Jim, I
your
have a
thumbs
complaint.
away.
Maybe he'll never know it was me. I shouldn't have texted it straight to him. Anyway,
Before they were done with the podcast.
crap,
You're
I
the
signed it. Yeah,
You're the only one that knows.
I know.
I know about the whales
Yeah.
and the animals, and I support I support that they're discontinuing all that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope they continue their rescue work that they were
Yeah.
doing. But I agree that for the entertainment of people, we are all much more woke now than we were. Because I remember as a kid going to even the dolphin show at Kings Island in a
Yep.
tank that was itty bitty. Those
Right.
poor dolphins. So I get that, but it's so much more than that. They have some great roller coasters there. They've got some great food there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, they do.
if you ever watch the Tim Tracker, he goes there a lot.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because I don't get to go there very often, and so I
Yeah, and
appreciate that he goes. And
yeah, and if he goes a lot, that tells you something
yeah,
because he really likes it if he goes there a lot.
yeah, absolutely. And so everybody was really worried that they might, and they still may go under,
Yeah.
especially with this now that's hit with COVID. Or somebody may buy them. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But we've been saying that for years, though. Honestly,
Right.
the community has been saying it for years. They're going to go under. They're going to be bought. They're going to and it hasn't happened yet. But some really good stuff happening there, and I think it's worth a thought to go if you've got time.
I think it's worth your time. Just go do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
And especially if, if the rumors are true and we don't know what's going to happen right now with COVID, with anything. But if you've got the time and you have the inclination, go. It's totally worth it. The park is spectacularly clean.
Oh,
The
it's
people are so thrilled when you come in the gates. They want you there. They
Yes.
want to entertain you, but they also want to educate you. So keep your
Yeah.
mind open. Keep your mind
Yeah.
open. Yeah.
And they have some of the best, like their gift shop has some of the best stuff in it.
It really does. It really does.
They've got
Yeah,
some of the
yeah,
coolest t-shirts and they've really got some
yeah,
great stuff. So
yeah.
look at me. I went right for the shopping, right? Right for
Well,
the
I
shop.
mean, yeah, right.
No,
Tchotchkes.
tchotchkes.
But yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and I will say this, typically, right, they have a shop, and I don't typically tout the airport shops, right? We all know airport shops are,
Yeah.
anyway, there are two shops in the Orlando airport because I've been to the Orlando airport more times in my life than I've probably been to my own airport. Um, the SeaWorld shop is really cool, and it's
Yeah,
got
it
some stuff
is.
you're not going to find anywhere else,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
And there's a Disney shop there as well.
To get your last minute Disney
So,
things.
you know, yeah,
Yeah. No, it's
yeah.
all good. So please, I just thought we would not be doing our people that listen and that are trying to learn from us justice without saying the honest truth is Universal Studios and Island of Adventure is worth going to.
Absolutely.
SeaWorld is worth going to.
Yes.
There are other attractions. There's a Legoland and some other things that are, if you go back a lot, I think are worth going to see.
Yes.
But I don't want to fool anybody. I mean, one thing that we take pride on in this podcast is that we're honest
Yes.
about what's going on, right? We
Yeah.
we don't take ourselves very seriously, but we're at least honest about what's going on and what
Right.
we think. And I really think that those attractions go
Yes.
see them. They are great attractions, and there's great stuff going on. My understanding is that you really won't get better food than at SeaWorld.
It's true.
So unless you're going to a Disney restaurant right now because nobody's there, and so the chef is hand making your
Oof.
meal.
Yeah. I actually had a dream about that the other night from my last trip.
That creeps me
Ooh.
out a little bit.
Oh, no, like I had a dream about being back at Topolino's, and I'll be real honest, I woke up like 5 pounds heavier. I think I ate my pillow. I don't know what I did, but I would go back to that dream because apparently it was very good. I don't know.
I love it.
It was so good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
So we'll
Very
see.
good.
We'll see.
That's
I may have convinced the hubby. We're close. May have convinced him that I might spend early Christmas time back at Disney. We shall see.
oh,
I
I'm
just made Jim mad. I'm so fired right now, y'all. It
I'm
was nice
so
to have the
jealous.
first video. I can't wait to see who you have as co-host next time.
Yeah. There'll be
It
a
was
new
fun while it lasted.
co-host. Yeah, there'll be a
She'll be
new
3 years old.
girl. We're changing Doot girls. And just so
He's
you
gonna be
know,
holding auditions for Do Girls now. Yeah.
I own that Doot, so I'm going to continue to use it. So it's under my copyright. So
There will be no dooting for others.
no, there will not. So that's not true. That's not true. Because I may
Oh.
mysteriously show up on their couch. So
It's true. It's true. He knows where I live. So there you go.
I am not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so please check those out if you have time, if you're gonna be there. Sometimes I'm gonna say this.
Hi. What's
I'm
in
gonna-
your water?
Sometimes it's actually nice to get out of the Disney bubble for a moment. I love the Disney bubble, and I love the fact that I'm away from all of that. But every once in a while, you leave it, and then what I find is that I enjoy my time outside the bubble, but then when I go back in the bubble, I enjoy the bubble more.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate
Yeah.
what's happening in the bubble more because Universal Studios does not provide that bubble. I don't feel that bubble there.
No. No, because it's a welcome all, and not that Disney's not a welcome all,
Right.
but Universal's like, here's your parking garage. Come on in. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
something about it. Yeah, that's true. There's just a difference.
Yeah.
And it's noticeable. And they're doing a lot. I mean, they've built a lot of hotels, beautiful hotels.
Yes.
Beautiful hotels, great hotels.
Okay,
So
I have to go now. No, I'm kidding. I'm
yeah,
just
wow.
joking. Yeah.
Well, we just lost half of our viewers.
No.
So anyway, they're trying. It's
Yes.
just not the same. They don't have the property to make
No.
it the same. There's, when you
They're
when you
very
drive,
landlocked. They're
they're
very landlocked.
very landlocked. They're
Yeah.
very landlocked, and so they just don't have the space to do what Disney
Right.
did,
Right.
which is why Disney has that bubble, because they have all of that space, and so they can block all of that out from you, and Universal really can't do that.
Right. That's why they
So
have their own atmosphere.
that's right. That's exactly right.
I did notice my mouse pad. Yes, I have a mouse pad. Welcome to 1990.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. I love the Minions. Can I tell you?
I love. Okay, here. Last thing before.
If this
Speaking of
video doesn't work-
distractions,
If this video doesn't work, which it may not. Oh, look at that.
it's a hand warmer for when
Oh.
you have your mouse in the winter months. It
my
plugs into your USB and warms your hand.
Oh my God. That's hysterical. That's hysterical. I love it. And you put a mask on it.
Well, it's my Campbell's mask.
Oh. Nice. Nice. I love it. So that for those of you that if this video doesn't go up, which it may not, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. If the video doesn't go up, she held up a Universal Studios mouse pad, and then this Minions like hand warming thing. You put your hand in.
You put your mouse in it
Yeah.
in the winter months to keep your hand warm.
It's so cool. I love that.
Yeah, because
I need
someone
my-
got sick of me complaining about how cold my office was.
Oh, I think he's right next to you, isn't he? Don't know. That was a big shrug. Okay, we'll let that go.
Yeah.
So, hey, please let us know what you think about those two parks. If you agree with us that it's worth the time and energy to head out there, or if you don't agree with us, if you have issues with that park, let us know that too.
Or if
Always
you have
interested.
questions about the park. Yeah.
Questions about those parks. And we'll dedicate more time to those
Mhm.
parks. I just really wanted to touch on them because I feel like right now we're just, those areas are struggling. And so, to shine a light to help everybody, all ships rise.
Right.
It's the way that I feel about it. And so please let us know. You can email me at jim@thegoofyguy.com. You can leave a comment at thegoofyguy.com, where I'm always at. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on Pinterest. I'm not sure you'll find me there, but I am on it. It's the Goofy Guy blog on those, the Goofy Guy blog. You can also find me on Facebook. It's the Goofy Guy on Facebook. And really, if you just Google the Goofy Guy, you're going to find me.
Cute little face pops up. It's adorable.
She said that every week. It's very nice of her.
It's because
Only-
it's adorable.
only-
Sometimes I Google it just to see your smile.
And it's the only time she compliments me, everybody, just so you know.
That's not true. It's the only time I compliment you when we're being recorded.
That's true. That is true. So please feel free to reach out. Also, leave us a 5-star rating and a review. We would love that. It helps other people find it. And we're showing up on more platforms. So if you listen to us, if you like, if you like Pandora, or you like Stitcher, or you like Radio In, or whatever, I know I've never heard of it before.
Do all the things.
Do
Yes.
all things. We are
All of them.
we are showing up everywhere now, which is
Yeah.
really exciting. That we're expanding our reach out.
Wow, that was 3D.
So yes.
Ooh, yeah.
So we are reaching out. We're also on Google Play now. So please, you can find us pretty much anywhere. Hey, Julie,
Yes.
where can they find you?
He's so excited, y'all. You go out to
this time.
I know. I get to see your face. That crazy eyebrow. If you go out to cftravelcode.com, say it with me, everyone. That's crazy for travel. You go out there, you will see my cute little face, and you'll see my hubby's cute little face. And if you hit that chat button, what happens, Jim? What happens when they hit that
It
chat
goes
button?
right to your phone.
It goes right there to my phone.
Right there to your phone.
And my little happy thumbs can just go to town.
That's exactly right. But give her a moment to answer.
Yeah, because it'll ring and then it'll ring again. So, because it's not going to like some other place, it really goes to my phone. And oddly, the other day it came to my Apple Watch.
two of it. That was weird.
And then it came to my phone, because normally it's the other way
Really?
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening right now? Yeah,
Just weirdness.
it was weird.
Just
Yeah.
weirdness.
So anyway, that's how they get a hold of me.
Awesome. Listen, thanks so much for joining us this week. We really appreciate it. We always appreciate that you're willing to spend time with us and laugh with us and just have a general good time, because that's what it's all about. And talk about the things that we love. So with that, I think it's time to say goodbye, Julie.
Bye, Julie.
We'll talk to you all later.